TSM, putting that one in the jungle for Acadian, as the lock-in for Optic Gaming will be Callista.
Yeah, hovered the Jinx
away from sight. That gives TSM the hint, hey, something's probably up. And with that Drake turned into a pin cushion, it's an easy pick for them.
Bottom side of the map. They want to free these guys up to roam. As soon as this bottom turret will get broken by Optic, it means that Big, he's been roaming around and he's been contained to the bottom side of the map. But as soon as he starts to affect the top side, Broken Blade, yeah. And the fact that he wasn't really bullied too much in the lane, he's got that 10 CPS per minute.
Oh, Smoothie's in some trouble, but they're able to turn it right back around onto Crown, who has to flash away, keeping himself alive, but the Ignite should take him! The stopwatch keeps him alive, and it's first blood over to Optic. Crown gets over the wall, but will he survive? Not for now. Drowsy makes its way onto Broken Blade as Dokla's going to be pulled back in. They both go into the stasis. The hook comes out and won't find the right target, and Dokla's pulled back into the grinder as Broken Blade is taken down in the back end of the fight there as well. Meteor showing up to make sure they get that kill. Sven grabs one onto Big, and
but it was weird because right before they got the kill onto Crown,
this is Turret Dive City as Big finds himself on the wrong side of the miasma. He's knocked back by the cast, and that is 300 gold in the pocket of Erickson as Crown gets one back.
Crown has the poison, but he's going to get right away from that. Arrow's going to take the turret, and now he's on that top side, so he is ready to start dealing some major damage in this game as the Urgot. And now is on the opposite side of this completely. And now there's the TP.
Acadian gets himself over the wall, trying to escape here.
It's the flank.
TP coming in, and there's your Ragnarok. It's Dokla looking to cut off the rest of TSM. Remember, Bjergsen does not have the cleanse alone any further, and Bjergsen's going to be taken down. It's a double kill over to Meteos. TSM loses 2, and when one of those
time, I don't even think so.
It's still a lot of damage. It's still a 3 versus 5 for TSM, and it's still barren at 24 minutes for Optic Gaming.
Yep, Optic picked that one up, and now they have a 4,000 gold lead, and they can't even get this mid-turret in response here. TSM, they'd have to risk it. They have to walk up for it. Dokla's going to try to guard this with the minions, push them back, and they're going to be able to pick this one up.
And it had 5% HP. I mean, you're
pushing and trying to get this Ocean Drake. It's kind of the reward for staying on the map a tiny bit with some surviving members. It's going to be nigh unkillable.
And I mean, we saw earlier when TSM caught him out a little bit in there, but doesn't want to go so far in that he puts himself in danger. Smoothie goes for the initiation. It's Crown who's the target, trying to get himself away onto the Lantern. Going to be body blocked away for now. Broken Blade trying to find some damage. Crown's going to be pulled back in. That's a big blender coming out for TSM. Can they find anyone else? It's Big in the middle of 4 people. He's going to be absolutely destroyed as TSM gets to squad, so you don't want to chase down someone tanky. TSM in the meantime taking the opportunity to grab themselves
at this point, because it's only about a 3,000 gold difference. Now it's about 2.2k. And when I'm looking at the ability on Arrow on the Callista, so these 3 other guys that you haven't been able to really just cut through the entire way. And he's going to look for a flank here. They have to kind of keep their formation in check. Sven is soloing this Mountain Drake, which will give them a lot of power with TSM with 2 Oceans and a Mountain. They actually will be ahead in the Dragon count, and it'll allow them to have a faster Baron.
TSM still occupying mid lane. Dokla finds himself caught out, but I don't really think can catch a guy out who's got 8,000 HP, or do you? He's pulled back into the grinder, and that's a big one for TSM. I speak too soon, and now Optic is on the run. Crown tries to find a Sleepy Trouble Bubble, lands it down onto Acadian, but this could be risky. Crown finding some good damage down onto TSM over the wall there with the Sleepy Trouble Bubble. Optic recognizes they have to get themselves away. Meteo's going to be kept safe for now. Broken Blade going into the Gargoyle Stoneplate. Bjergsen's caught out. Dokla looking for the last bit of damage onto him. Broken Blade pulled into the middle of everyone. Going to be taken down for sure here. The damage coming through, and Broken Blade gets shut down. It's Arrow making the kill. Big goes in. He's able to find the hook. He's able to find the play. He's going to find the play. And with the turn, Sven is able to find some damage himself. The shutdown back onto Arrow makes TSM have once again reclaimed control. And this is the classic dance, Irene. Both sides trading those control wards back and forth. Well, seeing who can find the damage down onto the Baron to do it fast enough. Crown at half HP. Dokla and the rest of Optic have to try to move in to stop this. Dokla's going to go down to 4K. Hey, 4K help. Smoothie coming in from behind. He's going to be alone for now, but it's Dokla soaking the entirety of the TSM damage. Smoothie will be taken down here, and Dokla gets himself away. That means it's 1 for 0 so far for the side of Optic Gaming. Sven's going to be in some trouble. Hook's not going to find him. Meteos comes through. He's going on a rampage. Finally the kill onto Acadian. Broken Blade will now be tanking. Sven is kiting, but can he kite long enough? He'll return the Twin Fangs into Arrow, but the spears continue to fly. Optic hasn't found anyone else just yet. Crown looks to finish off Broken Blade, but he won't be able to find it just yet. The damage comes through. Sven gets himself away. Crown's going down. Tries to dominate. Step dive and does a good all things. The sleepy trouble bubble procs when the Grump wakes him up. That is a rude awakening. And
Crown isn't here. This is gonna go down before Meteos can get in. This is going, oh wait, he's rushing right in!
they're going in to see if they can do it, but it's not going to be done. Dokla tries to get himself away. The Harpoon won't find him, but the shutdown credit goes over to Sven, who grabs the kill on ESM now with the Elder Drake, pushing up this bottom side, looking to take down that tier 2. They still know that there's 20 seconds. Put the auto attacks into the top lane tier 2. They're gonna even the turret count up with this one, 5 to figure out what's going on.
Well, Optic want to run straight down mid and get that turret because it's that kind of naked inhibitor turret. And they're looking for something here.
ESM trying to engage onto Dokla, but it's a nice hook coming out from Big that finds its way onto Acadian, who immediately goes into the stasis, gets himself away to safety. Acadian ulti is used there. Sven gets himself out of the way, trying to slither around back to the back lines, avoid those hooks if he can. Crown finds a little bit of poke down, but now Crown is in some trouble, and that is a huge pick for TSM. Taking out the enemy carry means now they can continue the push and go even further on the remaining members of Optic Gaming. A double kill over to Sven means TSM is in control, and Baron is theirs to take.
And Sven on this Cassiopeia impressing. They banned the Lucian, they banned the Ezreal. He gets the Cassiopeia in the second round, and a lot of people worry about mages for the bottom lane. This guy, the Grounded, you can tell that he knows how to play this.
I said the Baron is theirs to take. They may just win the game right here. Who needs Baron? You know your enemy frontline and your enemy just artillery cannon are dead for the next 30 seconds. They're going for the end of the game. Meteos comes around from behind, but you're 45-minute Olaf. What are you gonna do? Arrow tries to keep Big alive, throw him right back into the fight like a bowling ball, see if maybe they can maintain anything. But the turrets have already fallen. Optic Gaming is dropping. Big's gonna be brought down. It's Meteos still trying to find the damage on Sven, but he can't do anything, and TSM will find their win. One reason that I love Froggen's Anivia 2 is because it is the definition of follow your heart.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure at any point, Froggen is way back into the game. And notice how Xmithy, he went for that enemy blue, and then immediately he passed towards the bottom side of the map. He might catch them off guard here. Golden Guardians look to make the play, but now they have to retreat. They're the ones who are going to be caught out. His Contracts loses a little bit of nice little decimating smash down onto Haunter there, but he can't follow it up with anything. Contracts shows back up bottom side, looking to make the stretching strikes happen down into Core JJ, but double it with a good spell shield to block the tongue from Ole means Team Liquid feels just fine.
Yep. Means that actually just going to go for a full purchase. If he gets a tier, then
wants to get the tier. Wants to get the tier. Make sure he starts stacking that.
Ooh.
Ole getting himself away from the initiation. TL trying to make the play here on the bot side. Core JJ very low, down to about 300 HP. Ole goes in for the power. Haunter's able to find the fear into the ulti. He's going to make sure Devil is not able to find anything in retaliation. And kills over to Golden Guardians. Xmithy will fall. Core JJ grabs the kill into Haunter, but it's still going to be a goal.
Toys type thing.
Oh, nice sidestep from Xmithy, getting himself away from the arrow, but he's still going to be in some trouble here. A very nicely done stopwatch to avoid the play, because each side has only managed to take a single plate so far in the mid lane. There's your first neutral objective going down as Team Liquid finds themselves in the cloud.
And friends!
There we go, on the hunt! Team Liquid looks to make their play. They're going to get Ole away from Deathly first, so we cannot use the Devour to save the AD carry. Well coordinated, well done, well played. It's 2 kills to Team Liquid.
And you have to look at that and just be like, why the hell they stay so long? It's because the vision game was so strong for them. The control wards all throughout the bottom side river. They didn't see that coming until Core JJ was already bot lane.
Easy pick up there for Team Liquid, and even more importantly, it translates into first turret. And now that gold lead the Golden Guardians had built for this one, kaboom. See ya.
And there it goes. Pick that one up right quick. But
it has a massive health bar advantage going into this. Xmithy's on top of the Drake. Contracts goes in, works himself into the ultimate, stays unstoppable, forced into the passive, and the Drake is secured by Team Liquid. Contracts is left as the sacrificial lamb, and everything.
Double Lift is up there. He's actually pushing that top turret. He's not going to get it here. He's going to go into the river and find what he can, but the gold still favoring Golden Guardians a little. But look at that, Xmithy in the back.
Froggen's in some trouble. Very nice play from Xmithy, making sure Froggen doesn't get value out of the passive here. He'll try to get himself away. He finds some damage. He is alive! He goes into stasis, and Contracts will make sure they get that value.
Woo! He stayed alive.
Massive resistance bonuses that makes you deceptively hard to kill once you go into it. Core JJ will be pretty hard to kill himself. but he will be brought back to the rest of the Golden Guardian. They're gonna get him. Froggen shows up, gonna chain CC, drop the stun, the Frostbite's there, as Xmithy looks to find one in return. Contract's taken very low, doesn't have the passive ready to go, and Xmithy makes that kill happen. Definitely with the flash over the wall, gets himself away ready with the mass update.
Yep. They have to fall below 25% health to get impaled. He was at 26% HP, 26.6.
You don't get much closer than that, as CoreJJ is now in a bad spot once more. Contracts tries to go over the wall, will be interrupted by the Pulverize. Good job there, but the ward is gonna make sure they grab him anyway. Xmithy wants to move in, see if there's a counterattack to be made, but the arrow finds its way in. Hanser wants to find the follow-up damage. They've almost got him, but not quite, and Doublelift goes on a killing spree in the counterattack. And Impact is into the back line. A decimating smash into the Golden Guardians carries, and that is the Liquid counterattack coming in. Doublelift's got a double kill, and definitely heads for the hills. The chilling smite, take a drink, buddy! It's a triple for Doublelift. Out, bringing in the team fight potential, and Team Liquid will take the Baron as the prize for that one, feeling good.
Whew. And Team Liquid, this was a nail-biter.
That means there is a ton of standing gold on Summoner's Rift for this team to collect. Look at the damage in the last team fight. Yeah,
he was down 20 CS. He is now completely even in the CS department. 5-0 and 5.
I was gonna say the 5-0-5 adds a bit to it as well.
Yep.
Impact finds himself in a bit of a rough spot. Very tanky though, so not going to be dead just yet, and Hanser can't move in front to stop him from ulting away. So Team Liquid will not lose their top laner there. They'll continue pressuring the mid lane here with Xmithy and Jensen. Doublelift rotates over for a couple of auto attacks. Wall thrown out. Froggen has to be careful to not eat too much damage coming in from Jensen. Nice catch! That one's going to be huge as he goes into the grind and the shutdown comes out, and that's 2 for Golden Guardians. Jensen wants more! Keeping himself away from the arrow. Jensen will try to get himself away, but Ole's coming around and he wants
5v4 for Golden Guardians. That's when he's slaying the Balrog. You can't go during that time.
No. You gotta make sure it's a bit more coordinated than punish coming out from the side of Golden Guardians. Doublelift had a 950 gold bounty when he was caught, which is fully completed crit-based items. Makes that a very scary carry threat. As Impact goes in, the wall comes out. CoreJJ into the back. They'll be able to find that enemy carry, and definitely is down. Team Liquid's already won the fight, but how much more can they find? Contracts wants to get himself away. The passive will be wasted here. He goes into the Bloblets and only buys a couple of extra seconds. Golden Guardians will not make anything else happen. In fact, they stick around way too long. They're gonna lose Froggen. They're gonna lose Ole. They're gonna lose everything as they cannot get out. I do not know why this team hesitated and stuck around in the mid lane. That could lose them the game.
It was 30 minutes on the clock. It was a nail-biter, but right there, that's gonna be Team Liquid taking it home off of Golden Guardians, overstaying. No Baron necessary.
Team Liquid recognizes this is where you push for the win. This is where you let them know they are not going to reprise that spoiler role from last year. Golden Guardians will fall to Team Liquid 30 minutes into the game. One team fight is all it takes. That flank, that initiation from Xmithy, from CoreJJ, it sets things up for Liquid to bring them down. They'll pad the stats a little bit here at the very end of the game. Doublelift wants a bigger KDA, but Team Liquid also needs that Nexus. GG, they take the game 31 minutes in. Sandra, a pick that has a lot of safety in itself, which is good when you're up against a combination like Syndra and Gragas in the mid lane in the jungle. There's so much. And then you still have the ulti to CC them from range. As bottom side, it's Hakuo in some trouble. There's your all-in we're talking about. Cloud9 will make the first blood happen.
And he didn't even need
the headbutt, but not the pulverize. Oh. Nice job coming out there from Svenskar and trying to lock these guys down. Hakuo, no flash means have a bite of pizza. Sneaky makes sure that he gets.
And then I think the Cloud helps people rotate. In fact, it's more movement speed than it was before. Remember, it's tripled out of combat. So I feel like Cloud is also getting 10 off of that. It's not that large of a deal, but hold on.
Oh, there's that Gragas in some trouble. Rush makes sure that Echo Fox finds themselves to play in the stopwatch. Means Niski's not. Echo Fox actually decides to fight for it. Decimating Snap
get in.
Looking to make even more happen. Glacial Path goes in. Phoenix trying to lock them all down. Sneaky's in some trouble. Gets himself out of the way of the bindings. Svenskar going into the stasis, keeping himself alive. Zazel peels back. They're trying to kite themselves backwards. And Echo Fox are in some trouble. Phoenix has to get away over the wall, but instead he's going to get away into the grinder. The shutdown credit over to Licorice. And it's one kill for Cloud9. Over to the side of Cloud9, so another big win off the back of that fight.
Yep. First turret going over to Licorice. The kill also going over to
Cloud9 getting another neutral objective, feeling very confident with where they are here in this game. Bring down the barrel, bring down the smite, take it.
Shield. They got so much as well with the Gragas too.
when it comes to revives in League of Legends, I always also like to point out whenever it's a revive passive or
Turret kill, sorry.
Echo Fox wants to get their own blue buff here, but Licorice doesn't want to allow that one. Solo's trying to put some work in on that, but it will be secured ultimately by Echo Fox to try their
Put your team at a numbers disadvantage. If you aren't doing anything, you're actually putting your team behind as the gold lead just balloons a little bit more. And I've seen Rush do this 3-4 times now this game.
Licorice is the bait now for Cloud9 to the bottom side. He's making Echo Fox start off the fight, and now the stasis is going to be popped. There goes your Guardian Angel. Rush will come back up here in just a moment. Solo getting himself back. A nice cast to separate the reinforcements from Echo Fox. Apollo, these guys, if the fight does start off. And for committing their teleports, for committing both of their TPs to stopping this. Echo and Scarin finding their way onto Solo, who has nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The turret is even still up and in the way.
He wants to drift.
Wants to drift away from that one, but there's no deja vu to be found today. Not when Scarin gets right in front of you. Right back into the grinder you go, and the zombie will do nothing.
Solo hesitated and thought maybe I should ulti straight at the turret and try to kill it with Demolish or even just slamming his head
Solo, but mid lane just will not fall. Cloud9 is always there.
Yeah, and hold on,
Niski got some good damage down onto Rush, who stays alive thanks to the Hex Drinker. Gets himself away. Fox doing a good job disengaging this one. Very nicely done from Apollo there, making sure he gets in the way of that harpoon, but it will not be enough to save Hakuo, who falls on the back end of the fight. Everybody gets that spell vamp from the W.
Well, he also has Malmortis too, so he's just got that passive running, trying to keep that on. He's looking for a flank here. Can he get to the backside?
Counterattack comes out. Phoenix looking to lock down the Cloud9 members. Zazel getting himself away. Rush goes for the kick, able to find it on the sneaky, flashing away, keeping himself alive. Licorice killing spree down onto the enemy Scion, trying to rampage into the backside now, grabbing the damage down onto Zazel. Rush will barely keep himself alive, trying to escape, but the Rockets are flying. Nobody else dead just yet. It's one kill for nothing.
Like Rush, you see he wants to make some plays, but then it just feels like everybody else not on the same page, or when Hakuo was looking for it. And right here, Zazel, same page.
Zazel's going in, and Sneaky's on a killing spree. It's 2 dead on the side of Echo Fox immediately, as Licorice will 1v2 and bide his time. The rest of the team has arrived, and Solo goes over the wall. The stun finds its way down onto the enemy mid laner. Phoenix will not escape today. He'll take Scarin with him, but he will fall.
Phoenix ends up finally getting in there. It's just too little, too late. Zazel with the incredible flank there. This guy's Alistar, it just comes out of nowhere. You never see it coming until he's already there. He's already running straight at your team with mobility boots, and he's already now. He's been making all of the plays on this Alistar. The flanks, the knocking of Apollo out of the fight. He is just
on the side of Cloud9. If Echo Fox hasn't been coordinated yet, I don't know how they're going to find that coordination now, especially crazy.
Hello!
Line he goes. Headbutt onto Rush. Sneaky's just going to run him down. He's not afraid of this. Nice spell shield onto Rush's kick. Hakuo goes into the stasis, keeping himself alive. It's going to be Licorice into the Gargoyle Stone Plate, keeping himself on the front lines, making sure he's tanking 3 people. Phoenix escaping into the back line. Really good from Echo Fox, making that 1-for-1 happen. But now they've got to get in here and try to shut this down. Phoenix goes in. He's got the lockdown. They're looking for the Cloud9 members. They've got the kill on Zazel. They're going to pick up Niski next. They haven't lost anyone yet, but they did lose the objective.
For Echo Fox, they have 40 seconds before Niski is back. They got all of the things out of it.
You've got to flex those muscles. This is the time. A wall to do it. And Cloud9 have out-rotated their opponents and set themselves up for a fight in open ground. There's no turret here that's going to give Echo Fox an advantage. They are going to start the fight off nicely with some damage onto Zazel. Solo gets himself back. Tier 3 down, inhibitor down. Cloud9 still just continues pushing further in. Solo starting things off. Goes into the Gargoyle Stone Plate. Both are going to be stuck there. Phoenix keeping himself in the stasis. Make sure he stays alive. Since Scarin's booted up, the damage continuing to come down. Licorice getting himself away. But Sneaky is a machine. And he's able to find a double. Zazel allows the push to continue. As Apollo will fall. It's a triple for Sneaky. They might find even more. He needs another auto attack, and the Quadra is found. The heal is popped. And Sneaky will look to chase him down. Hakuo escapes and denies the pentakill.
Oh boy.
But will Cloud9 go all
Everyone in, get up in!
Sneaky ran away! Sneaky ran away! Sneaky, what the hell? He ran away! I delivered the pizza to the wrong house. Sorry, I'll leave now. It's still a Nexus being taken. It's still a Cloud9 victory, but it's still not a Penta.
They were gonna give him the Penta, and
that was...
Oh my God, he did.
Yes, he's bringing out the ribbon!
Oh, I am so happy just to see it played.
Doing so much work early game. This is also going to make the next Drake spawn much quicker.
And it's gonna chip away.
Oh, baby, I don't know.
I guess you can backdoor it. Yeah, it's not gonna fall off. So first turret, 13 minutes, 3 seconds. Bang and app.
Of 100 Thieves pressuring side lanes so heavily early on and using the Tom Kench.
The big play. Ulti's popped here into this one, and now we're gonna keep going forward for the fights. But look how fast Sunday is. Running away, finds a bit of a slow, and here comes Aurelion Sol. Finds a knockback, gets a stun as well. How can Viper get out? Health bar's running down, tries to get the damage. It's not enough. First blood to Someday. Could have been a whole crap ton of damage. Didn't have to burn flash. Did burn heal to get away. Top outer goes down, so 500 gold picked up there. Just gonna wait out that cooldown, but either way, not a lot gained. Quick knock up there. The smite goes, I believe, to Anda. Now, traps in the cage, forcing the flash away from Santorin. Here comes the rest of the squad. Ooh. That's the Glacial Prison, and Someday is going to get part of the second kill of the game as well. 2-0 for the first pick, Silence. Well, but this Drake is getting burned down. It will be smited away. Infernal picked up. And looks like there's going to be no fight to be had, so FlyQuest starts to admit that it's enough threat that mid lane is seeded. And once again, 100 Thieves able to
methodical, objective movements here. This is kind of what you're expecting. FlyQuest, though, are answering back at every turn, still trading back.
Feels decent there. Santorin went precision secondary, so no zombies on his side. And now Bang gonna burn his own cleanse away. Here's the big knock over the first big team fight of the game. No kills just yet. Finally, Thafru going down, and the fight will continue. Viper looking for more on the backside. The win as Anna jumps over the wall, not yet stunned. Finally does, and Viper's on the board. 2 for 0 fly. Still in darkness, and who's gonna even bother to try? You do not have that same smite. It's gonna be a blocking shield coming in for JJ, buying the time. Smite should be easy, and indeed it's picked up there. Ensuing team fight, 5v3 with low health bars. Will they run away? And they will indeed. 1 kill picked up on the backside, but I will
that one off, and they are rewarded with Baron buff. Another dragon though. Now too.
And Turtle lost flash. Huhi on the side lane pops an ult, got that one out. Now they're knocking on the front line. Big tanky Santorin as the turret goes on the bottom side with 5v4. Now the TP comes in. They have to push in to help Viper get through this one. Oh, he missed on just yet. There's the dunk on in, and this looks like it's gonna be FlyQuest going for the chase. We're gonna get somebody here. A stun onto Someday, but they're gonna pull him right back out and spit him away. Ulti comes across, but the health bar is still healthy enough. There's a drowsy Jarvan, jumps back to the flag and drag, tanked up by Aphromu. Puts on the shield. No snipes just yet, but it's a lot of map control. That turret is sure to fall, and FlyQuest win another fight.
FlyQuest are gonna be able to push down the turret with the Baron buff as well. Get some gold for the ultimates come out. Last time Bang got hit by a Sleepy Trouble bubble. Tom Kench
already on the map right now. FlyQuest playing to the top river. Fighting for mini waves back and forth. We know the ultimates are mostly up. Gonna find a slow Huhi. Goes too far forward. Ultimate backwards stays alive. Re-stun, cleanse, flash the way. The fight is on. Anna going back out though. And Viper's on the side. Look at the damage. Tries to find Bang. He's still alive. Afro keeps him up. But look out for Someday. Has another glacial fissure. Jumps over the wall. Still being stunned up. Takes some damage. Once again, Viper shuts down 1,000 gold bounty. And now it's Santorin. Popping the stopwatch. A second kill now for the Riven. And still chasing. Someday is gonna fall as well. 3 for FlyQuest. They have routed 100 Thieves.
Incredibly well played for FlyQuest right there. Oh my goodness. Viper fights him off 2v1. Both Aphromu and Bang. He gets the kills, and that gets FlyQuest inside the base.
They're going to get at least the inhibitor. The respawn timer's over 20 seconds. If they really go for it, there's a chance of the Nexus as well, and you can see them running forwards. So 2v5, a couple low health bars. Mana pools are fine. Look for the big stun. Not going to find it yet. Here's the knockup. There's the dunk. Goes for Santorin. Doesn't find it yet. 1 turret's down. They continue on towards Huhi, and that's going to be the next kill. Santorin's still alive, and is next up to die, and they have done it. FlyQuest get the Riven counter pick, and they will knock down 100 Thieves. It won.
Was so
Kassadin. So Kassadin's most recent nerf
is armor nerf. So.
Yeah, exactly. We're nerfs on armor, which Corki can't deal. Like, all right now they got to play for the minion line right here, but it looks like CLG certainly has dibs on which ones die first. This pretty good.
Okay. Double value on rockets too. He exploded on both.
Oh my gosh, that's as much damage the Sivir Q dealt. But look at this, Lee Sin's already coming over. Level 2 Lee Sin is ready to fight. So here comes the trade. The flash pulverize, and there's no way out for Stixxay. That's how Lyra plays the early game.
Not moving because of the minions. Oh, he's giving up some minions. They're gonna come for it.
They're going to try. Early Ocean Drake, 600 health. Here comes the headbutt pulverize. Going to take away their own jungler. No chance to take it. Here comes the equalizer. A quick kill picked up, though it's not a lot of a burn. CLG able to walk away, and Huni down. And this Sion is nowhere to be seen just yet. The jungler far away as well. Look at the timing. That's going to be picked up right there by Lyra, but now here comes the engage. And knock up on Alistair, and Sion is coming in as well. He's going to find Vulcan, ults, and then just jumps over the wall anyway. So it's going to be Viper jumping forward, Wiggly in as well. And look at the ulti across the top. Huge burn damage. A 4-man knockup. Here comes the shots. It is 2 kills for Counter Logic Gaming.
Keep the members of CLG on that red carpet and get the full value out of the burn. Regardless, the Rift Herald is activated.
He'll be going for Lichbane second and gets a big chunk down with the Sheen itself. Cloud Drake picked up CLG. Clearly out of control. Now Sion wants in, gonna find the knockup on Huni, who flashes the wall, but guess what? Pee-wee does that every 2 seconds. Oh! And it's a double kill for the Kassadin.
Didn't expect him to go for the second kill there, but again, with the Rift Walk stacked up, the burst damage is there. Power of Evil is now a 4-kill Kassadin.
That one I agree with you. Oh, look at the kick flash. That was phenomenal. Lyra puts him in the ground. Jinx is dead.
This is the opening.
Damage here. If they want to stay, it'll drop.
Yeah, all right. They got a tower out of it, so that's a decent amount of gold back in their pockets. Pretty much ties it right back up.
Looks like Pee-wee's having a better time at this side lane here. Fleet Footwork does give some sustain to DeMonte, but you assume Pee-wee is definitely getting his points into his spell vamp. And able to keep his health just fine.
Clutch Gaming do have, the Alistar initiation. They have the possibility of a lot of damage coming through with the Rumble ultimates. Dragon gets burned down really quickly though. King Lear
still in range. He's got no flash, but he's got a smite. Does not get in time. That's going to be a pickup there. Double Cloud Drake for CLG, and they can walk away pronto. Biofrost actually for openings, and there's not really one. Those are nice chompers, though. They'll buy some time. No one wants to walk through those.
That might even buy a whole turret.
Oh, they found it. Knock up on a Huni. Tries to get away, finds a blast plan out. They're alive for now. A headbutt there, but that was Vulcan getting out. He's got a flash. He can jump the wall when he needs to. So far doesn't have to just yet, but now he does. Health bar's low. Here's the follow-up. 2 quick kills for CLG. 1 traded back, but it's now a 3rd for the red team, and it's Clutch Gaming completely routed. Counter Logic Gaming over this map. They've got the move speed. This Baron is going to be there, so they wait 4 seconds. They can have Wiggly get the buff as well, and it's going to be taking that long regardless. Picked up, no contest, CLG, Cybercaps on CDR. Got 50% in the build, no Transcendence on an NAP, but who cares? He's doing what he wants, he's massive. And now Vulcan wants to look for something. Not quick enough to land the Q, but a headbutt gets signed over the wall. Equalizer is decent damage, but Biofrost puts on the shield and walks right out.
And that is the exact play that we're talking about, where the only thing where Clutch Gaming can actually keep people on an Equalizer would be a WQ combo, but one of them goes over the wall there, and they don't even get to keep it on. So now Rumble with no ultimate, and Clutch Gaming with very few answers for the siege.
And looking at this mid lane inhibitor turret, rapid fire cannon for 6A means he can hit these turrets from range when he needs to. Chunk, chunk, chunk more. This base is going away. Baron buff still on for a minute and a half. 3,000 gold on the power play. That's after the team fight. That doesn't count those 4 kills they got coming into it. They are taking a lot of this one so far. Couple more shots. Down goes the turret. CLG now looking at an inhibitor and a 3rd place spot in the LCS. 6A completely safe. Biofrost right behind him. Who's going to stop this Jinx? And it's not going to be a Clutch Gaming member. Not just yet anyway.
So it's one of his teammates that says, hey, 6A, stop.
Biofrost has the ability to kill 6A.
Where's the Lichbane proc? Oh, we missed it.
He tried.
But regardless.
In its own right. So it's
Clutch Gaming going for the 4v5.
This is the make or break play for Clutch. Ult comes across, good slow on a stick save, but just chomped right back up, and the team kites out while Kassadin pushed to the top lane. These health bars not low enough to matter. Inhibitor turret's dead. The inhibitor gonna follow as well. Plenty of damage comes out there. Darshan can choose to reset, doesn't just yet though.
Get back down to bottom lane and push that one out very quickly.
One small thing to point out is Piglet is very, very close to finishing IE.
Okay.
His gold is polished, so CLG have split the map. They had Baron bait the opposing team across, and then right back in they go. This macro is good. There is no downside. Clutch can't catch them.
Yeah, this one is looking like CLG got it in the bag. The old switcheroo right back onto Baron. Darshan also gets the inhibitor turret.
Yeah.
And all that's left is the final push.
There were no risks in this lap. 1,100 over what you would earn from the kills themselves, so some extra
you could
room for growth. Oh, there's the shot. Top inhibs respawning, but the top Nexus turret is low as well. And more of the map is being seeded. Clutch Gaming cannot yet find their opening. Q's not going to land on Stixay. Inhibitor's dead yet again. More of this base getting pushed down.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have any time for Clutch Gaming. They got to decide if they want to make their last stand and just all in. They're hoping for some opening, a misstep from Stixxay or Biofrost.
Oh, they got the knockup though. Volk is going to drop at the very beginning of this one as the chain CC comes through, but Wiggly will drop it to 1-for-1. I'll trade Alistair for Jarvan. 4-on-4 though, Stixxay feels pretty safe. The engage tools are dead, plus no Rumble Ultimate, so Counterlogic Gaming can be completely unafraid. And as the next wave comes in, Stixxay can keep free firing. Minute and a half on Baron, likely to end the game during this buff. At what point does the last stand happen? They're missing Equalizer to equalize this game. They are running out of tools. They're running out of health. That time for the next chance of the team fight. And here's the re-teleport. 10 seconds on Equalizer. They need to wait out this cooldown. Darshan coming forward, forcing the pack into Demonte.
Protect the tower!
Wave gets cleared, farm still being accrued. Looking at the next push. Equalizer back up in 5. That's when the trigger gets pulled as the waves keep pushing in. Buff stronger and stronger. Triple inhibitor death plus Baron buff for 30 seconds. CLG walks in.
It's gone!
There's the trunk out of the turret. Here comes the play over the top and a stopwatch used. Wiggly dives in, finds a knockup, runs away. Stixxay is now out of mana, but he finds the turret kill and finds the free fire on Ahuni. Stopwatch buys some time. Zodius buys more. Looking for the kill. The flash forward. They have not killed off Stixxay. They get that first kill. They get the second. CLG pick up 3. They'll pick up 4. They'll pick up the win. And Counterlogic Gaming are tied for 3rd.
And CLG with their most dominant...
Team Liquid tops the table, still undefeated. Cloud9 has sole possession of 2nd place, while FlyQuest and CLG tie for 3rd. But the league is still wide open, with the rest of the teams only separated by a single win. So let's go ahead and take a look at your predictions for the day and how those panned out quite well for you guys. High with the 5-0 day, moving to 23 and
Kobe tried to hide his prediction for the last game. He tried to erase it.
Absolutely.
He predicted clutch.
Spectacular score for High. Mark moving in to that positive win-loss ratio.
You asked me over-under reactions. I forget what the segment was. If I was worried, I said not a chance.
Not worried, not in the
Hey, man,
least.
you're barely over 50 right now. I wouldn't celebrate that hard.
I'm
Take
doing-
one bad day.
Celebrating.
One bad day.
Tomorrow. A
We're coming for
2-3
you.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow we're coming for you.
No sweat on my brow.
Not sweating, not sweating.
Where's the
Let it go, make my body go. Make our bodies higher and higher.